Warning, the following contains one fake blood effect, one fake poisoning, and two handsome boys.
The heretic continues to spread his false doctrine.
The heretic must be eliminated immediately.
Trust me with this task. My blade is precise and consistent.
I believe a less hands-on approach would be wiser. Something more subtle, elegant. What? Oh! Well, yeah, I'd love some. Thanks, guys. That's oddly nice of you. Yeah, it's real good. Thanks.
Oh, the gang's all here. What is this, chocolate? I told you I didn't want this in the house anymore. I'm tired of being the chubby friend at every social engagement. Alright, welcome to the Valentine's Day episode. Why am I doing a Valentine's Day episode? Don't know. It's kind of a bullshit holiday, right? Yeah, but who knows. Maybe deep down I'm just a romantic. Anyway, let's make something kind of sad. Tonight I'm going to be making a robot that tried to give his heart away without realizing that it was his power source, and he accidentally turned himself off. It's probably a metaphor for something. I'm sure my therapist would love to unpack that one. That is, if I ever went to one. The point is, don't overanalyze it. I'm fine. Anyway, I'm starting off with some wooden dowels that I'm going to use to make the frame for this bot. His armor will be made of craft foam, so I think this should be strong enough to support him. I'm essentially making my own Tinker Toys to put this together. Anybody remember those Tinker Toys? No, none of you? Not important. Also, if I were a degenerate, I could make a joke about all the wood being inserted into holes in my Valentine's Day video, but I know you expect classier content from me, and I will not let you down. I don't know, I'm just trying to find something to say over this really repetitive part of the build. It's done, what do you think? Nah, but for real, before I get to the gluing the torso together, I'm gonna put this vacuum hose on it because it looks cool, I guess. Anyway, onto the foam. This will be the primary material for the remainder of the project, but maybe I'll throw a curveball in there. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. Now, at this point, I don't really know what this is going to end up looking like. I never really design anything beforehand. I just kind of start building and see where it goes. So for now, I'm just trying to build essentially mounting points for the armor, you know? Don't want them looking like a stick the whole time, so I'm using some foam dowels to, I guess, beef them up a little bit when the plates go on. And after I worked that out, I decided to just get the hands over with, because that, to me, feels like it's going to be the most tedious part. So I used various craft foam thicknesses, thin for the fingers and thicker for the palms, and I hot glued it all together. As time consuming as they are, I really do like robot hands, though. I love how mechanical they can look. I guess the whole robot looks mechanical, but you know what I mean. The hands are like the most mechanically complex part, and I like them. And that's that. I also made him some feet, and I kind of got lazy on that part, but I believe functionally these would do just fine. And then I'm just going to use a few more bits of foam dowel to make these joints look a little more mechanical, like they could actually pivot. How'd I do? Also, I found some random plastic rods, so I cut it up and used it for, like, maybe, I don't know, hydraulics or something. And now we can finally start adding plates and see what this thing is going to look like. I'm cutting pieces out of thin craft foam and hot gluing them to all the mounting points. This is the part that I've been waiting for most, because up till now I've admittedly been kind of worried about how this was going to look. It's been looking pretty underwhelming up until now, but, you know, that's the creative process, baby. Yes, 8. I've been very clear, 8. Do not disturb me while I'm being creative. Has Dr. Plague seen to him? Then he's fine. Go away.
So, what exactly are you doing? Duh.
Anyway, continuing on. He needs a head, so I made a template to give him one that's hopefully symmetrical. People have asked for patterns before, and honestly I don't know how to do digital patterns, but I will get on learning how to do that for you, for those of you that want it. Just be patient with me, I'm quite inept when I want to be. Also, pro tip, hot glue probably isn't the best for this kind of shape. Contact cement would be better, but you want to use that in a well-ventilated area. Now, I am in a garage, which could be a well-ventilated area if the door was open, but I'm currently listening to the Creepcast, and it's got me a little too freaked out to be chilling in the open garage at night, so, yeah, no way that's happening right now. So, hot glue it is. And, while I got the hot glue gun here, I might as well put some welds all over this guy, right? I really like the messy welds, so I'm going to do a bunch of those. And, we'll add a few more plates, give him a little more detail. I feel like he's still looking a bit too plain. And of course, he's going to need that hole where he Ripped his own heart out. Remember, kids, love is great. Now, I already made a robot heart a while ago, and I think I'm going to use this one for it. I like how it turned out enough. Luckily, I have an old short on how I made this, though, so please enjoy that real quick. Thank you, past me. Very informative. Anyway, now it's time to prime this thing with some PlatFX primer. This will give the final paint job a nicer finish. You know what though, you don't really need to see me brush the whole thing, so I'm just going to help you out and skip to the part where I've spray painted the whole thing, and we're going to go there right now. Yes, much more efficient. Now let's finish this bad boy. So usually I'd probably do like a black wash, but the paint is really fresh and I'm worried that the water might mess it up. I could give it a day to fully dry first, but I'm trying to get this video done in time. So I'm just gonna try to dry brush some black on in like key areas where dirt and grime might build up, and I'm just gonna hope for the best. Then after that, I'm going to paint up all the hot glue welds with some silver to make them pop a little bit more. And while we have the silver out, let's just do a little dry brush with that all over the high points, places where it would get scratched up, worn, things like that. Make it look a little more realistic, or as realistic as it can look, I guess. And now that he's all painted up, I'm just going to add a few wires to make him look just a little more robot-esque. And add the heart, which I repainted red. I don't know, it just felt right. But yeah, there he is. A sad little robot that just wanted to love and give his heart away and ended up causing his complete destruction. Again, there's nothing to read into that there, you know, I swear I'm fine. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. I was just finishing up the outro. Okay, fine. Let's see what you got. So according to 8, you have something that absolutely demands my attention right now?
I almost died.
And? You almost die all the time. But you never do. Which is odd. Really? Well, sounds like I dodged a bullet then.
Poison would be more accurate. A really good one, too.
That's not a big deal. I've gotten hate mail before. Hydras are real?
At least one is.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should look into this a little bit. On Rumi, I hope this taught you a valuable lesson about eating other people's stuff. Also, give me some info on Hydras. If they're real, I want one.